When planning a trip to the Hawaiian Islands, you definitely want to spend some time on the beautiful island of Maui. Maui's awe-inspiring beauty and offerings are unmatched by any other islands. From private beaches, the road to Hana, the seaside streets of Lahaina, championship golf, and more, Maui is sure to please all who visit. So come along as we fly high, eat some fantastic food, zip through forests and more as we spend a day on the island of Maui. What better way to start our day than by seeing the island we are about to explore from high above in one of Blue Hawaiian's state-of-the-art helicopters. These smooth-flying, comfortable, and informative trips are perfect for anyone seeking a bird's-eye view of Maui and Molokai flora, fauna, geology, and of course, beauty. As you take flight, your skilled and well-informed pilot will point out famous landmarks, spots where some of your favorite movies were filmed, waterfalls, and more, all with an authentic Hawaiian soundtrack playing for your listening pleasure. After our flight, we worked up quite an appetite, so we headed to the nearby town of Paia to experience one of the most talked about restaurants on the island of Maui, Flatbread Pizza. Flatbread's wood-fire pizzas are made of the freshest ingredients, most of which are farm-raised right on Maui. After picking the perfect pizza, turn your attention to the center of the room as it's cooked to perfection in a blazing fire pit. We had the opportunity to meet with many of the staff at Flatbread, including manager Patty Walker, to talk about what makes Flatbread so special. Everybody's been raving about coming here. They said this is not only the best pizza they've ever had in their lives, but the environment here is amazing. And the great thing was you had gluten-free.
Yes, we have a full gluten-free menu. Our salad dressing is gluten-free. We have gluten-free desserts. We carry gluten-free beer.
Oh, okay. You can put the gluten-free right here. And then I guess we'll put the other ones back here. Move these plates.
The mopsy, that's our signature pizza. Yeah. That's what everyone comes in for. It's that mango barbecue sauce.
I can smell it.
It's awesome.
And then the other one up here is, what's the name again?
Punctuated equilibrium.
Yeah, punctuated equilibrium. Yeah. And you know, I haven't had pizza in such a long time, so this is gonna be such a treat for me. Sweet, amazing. You know, this is good for gluten-free crust too, because you know, sometimes they're kind of chewy.
It's so
nice
good. We've searched all over for the right one, and we get this shipped in specifically just for our restaurant, so you can't get it anywhere else.
With our hunger satisfied, it's time for a little adventure. A quick drive into the mountains of Maui, and you'll find yourself at Pihiholo Ranch. Jeff Baldwin, a sixth-generation descendant of Reverend Dwight Baldwin, who came to Maui in the 1830s, wanted to share the beauty of his family's ranch, offering visitors a close-up look at a Maui that few even knew existed. So in 2008, he set out to design and build the Pihiholo Ranch Zipline.
It is, yeah. We've been here since about 1835.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. I'm not that old.
No, but yeah. Many generations have been here.
Many generations. I'm the sixth generation born on this island.
And you told me they came around the Cape of Good Hope, a perilous journey, and ended up over here.
They came from the New England area, and it took many, many months traveling by sea, wooden boats, canvas sails.
Wow.
No Panama Canal. It was a long trip.
No, you were pretty tough back then to do that. Yeah, and I noticed you've got canopy here, you've got trees, and there's not a lot of trees on the island, not as many as I know there used to be years and years ago. And this is one of the few places I think that this suits itself for this zip line.
Well, the word Makawao actually means edge of the rainforest or endless rainforest. And so when you come to Makawao, you are on the edge of the rainforest. Okay. And that's where we do our zip line, is on the edge of the rainforest.
Designed to showcase the beautiful surroundings, this zip line course crosses deep gulches and forests and offers stunning views from mountains to oceans far below. Riders can experience speeds in excess of 40 miles per hour and enjoy the longest dual zip line in Hawaii. With our Thrill Seekers Day completed, we headed into the seaside town of Lahaina, where we stopped in to visit the Lahaina Restoration Foundation. Started in 1962 as a means to protect the beauty, uniqueness, and way of life in the town of Lahaina, the first capital in the Kingdom of Hawaii, the Lahaina Restoration Foundation has been successful in maintaining and preserving much of the town of Lahaina. Located in the original courthouse, the foundation houses a museum dedicated to the beginning of Lahaina and the culture that created it, and also exhibits many of the historical buildings it has worked so hard to preserve. Now, this, where we are right now, was an actual functioning courthouse for quite a long time, is that correct?
Yeah, it was actually the government building. It's more than the courthouse.
Okay.
Because we're in the courtroom right now.
Feels like we're in the courtroom.
Yeah, and then the police department was across the hallway.
Okay.
And there was like the district attorney or something downstairs and different offices. This was the center of Maui's government. Actually, this was Lahaina was the first capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom, so this was the seat of government.
Wow.
When Kamehameha III was the king. Yeah.
You can also tour the historic Baldwin home, where Pihiolo Ranch's Jeff Baldwin's first relatives lived on the island of Maui. Shopping in the quaint town of Lahaina can be lots of fun, but if you're looking for a more high-end shopping experience, you'll want to head to Whalers Village. Shops like Louis Vuitton, Coach, and boutiques like Maggie Cologne call Whalers Village home. Step inside the Maggie Cologne store in Maui, and you're instantly transported to a world of inspiration and design.
So what about the designing bug?
So it started because I was in film and television in Toronto, but when I
Okay.
came here, there was no film and television here. So I thought, what am I going to do? I had my sewing machine in my car, and I said, well, I have to start a business, so I opened up an alteration shop.
Wow.
Yeah, and I thought, well, now it's time to start a line. Because by then I had built up a clientele with Chanel. And
Oh.
yeah, so they wanted resort wear. So I started making my own things because when I go to dinners, you want something nice to wear, but not mainland. So.
Right, exactly.
Maggie Cologne created her eclectic design boutique in 2000 and has been gracing the catwalks of New York, Paris, and more ever since. With your newfound sense of Hawaiian style, it's time to jump on a boat and watch as the afternoon sun bathes the island of Maui. There's no better way to do so than by climbing aboard one of Terralani's custom state-of-the-art catamarans and set sail. Whether you want to go on a snorkeling adventure, whale watching, or take in a sunset cruise, Terralani has the trip for you. Once on board one of the many Terralani catamarans, you are instantly made to feel comfortable by the warm and friendly crew. Enjoy a cocktail and take to the deck where the warm breeze will invigorate you. As evening draws closer, it might be time to head to the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa for their grand cliff diving ceremony. Situated on beautiful Kaanapali Beach, the Sheraton Maui is a resort getaway still in the heart of all the action Maui has to offer. With the legendary Black Rock at the core of the resort, this storied point in Maui comes to life every night at sunset for the traditional cliff diving ceremony.
And why the name Black Rock? Where does that come from?
Black Rock was one of the only locations within the Hawaiian history where the legend continued that you could leap from the top of the Black Rock, dive off into the afterlife, and then come back unscathed and be the new true warrior.
And we're going to see a reenactment of that this evening, right?
Correct. The cliff dive ceremony at Black Rock is a nightly tradition at the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa, and it pays respect to Chief Kahikili and the warriors that took over the land of Kaanapali and cared for it. So every night at sunset, our cliff diver goes around and lights all the tiki torches around the resort and then climbs up the top of the Black Rock, lighting the tiki torches along the way, and then does his dive at sunset.
If you're lucky enough to grab a spot at the beachside Black Rock Terrace, you will want to be sure to try Sheraton's signature beer, Black Rock Porter, brewed to perfection by the island's own Maui Brewing Company. Served in chilled glasses, there is no better way to take in the grandeur of sunset on Maui at the Sheraton's nightly cliff diving ceremony. As the sun sets in the Pacific, our day has come to a close. There is so much more that this great island of Maui has to offer, so don't be scared to spend several days in this tropical paradise. And, as always, no matter where you are or what you're doing, just remember to enjoy.